In this video, I'm going to answer the top few questions asked by you guys on our community post about ACCA. Now, if this is the first time visiting our channel, please click subscribe, and as always, find value in this video, give us a thumbs up. So, question number 1. Yes, you need to pay the annual subscription fee even after you're done with your being an ACCA member. It's like, think about a clubhouse. You can buy food, you can do a lot of things even with or without paying. But to enter the clubhouse, you need to be a member of it. You need to pay something like an annual membership fee. This is just like that. To use the ACCA credentials, even after passing the exam, to make sure that you are shown on the directory as an active member, you'll have to keep paying subscription fees. I think it's some 20 to 30,000 rupees a year for an ACCA member. I think for affiliate it's less than half of that. Not a big deal. Honestly, the value that these qualifications bring, your entire life you can earn money out of this. Right from 10 lakhs to 10 CR depending on what you do in life. So to pay 20,000, 30,000 bucks a year to keep it, not to find those shortcuts, I would not recommend. Please pay a subscription fees. It will actually benefit you in the long run. So, math is not really a criteria for ACCA. There is no concept of maths, and the ones which are numeric in nature are actually out of logic. In fact, you can do ACCA without having any math background. So no, don't worry if maths is not good. Just have the conviction that you will go down the logical route, and numbers are actually a way to help you with making logical decisions. So don't look at numbers as formula and things you have to rote learn like you would have done in maths in school, but look at it as a way to actually help you in your career, and that change will make it really easy for you to pick up any numeric value, aspect of ACCA. But math is not really a requirement. Do we have a lot of calculations in ACCA? Yes, we do have a lot of calculations. It's finance and accounts. However, I have always found that to be the easier part. If I force you to learn a lot of formulas and how to solve sums, a lot of them numerically, I lock you in a room for 6 months, 1 year, and you have to learn. Anybody can learn it. It's just a matter of doing it enough times. What the difficult part, I think, is, and that's what you learn from these qualifications. I wouldn't say difficult, the valuable part is, after you solve the sum, what then? How do you decide whether the answer you're getting is what you'd want or not? Because this is not like school where it's right or wrong. In the real world, you solve for something which is correct and then take decisions based on it. You analyze the answer. For example, if I've earned 100 rupees in this year and I have to pay tax of 30 rupees, I have to pay 30 rupees. There's no two ways about it. The calculation helps me calculate the 30 rupees. Okay, I'll get some marks for it. But the major marks is okay. So that means I've earned 100, I've paid 30 tax, I have saved 70 rupees. What do I do now? Do I want to grow my 70? Can I reduce my 30 in tax by going down, legal routes to save tax? Do I have to increase my overall income? If I want to buy a house for my near future, will this 70 be enough? Because that's my disposable income. And you have to analyze what the calculations tell you. So the calculations is not the problem. It's in fact the easy part. What you have to become good at is making sense out of these calculations. So there are no number of hours that you really can calculate for ACCA. These are not like, again, those kind of rules of thumbs that, okay, study this much and you clear for this level, study this much. No, it doesn't work like that. What you need to remember is your goal has to be, Zell's way of doing it actually, is that study just enough that you can give 3 mock exams of the paper. In an exam condition, lock your door for those 3 hours and type the exam, and get 70% in each of them. That, when you get, means you studied enough. So how much ever time it takes you to study for that should be the number of hours that you do for ACCA. Yes, a lot of CAs are doing ACCA after they're done, and there are a few good reasons. Number one is the value of the qualification. If you have a CA in India and an ACCA for international both on your CV, you are superbly sorted for finance and account. Second, you only have to give 1 level out of 3 for ACCA, the final level. So the time taken is only 6 months if you go really quick at it. But please make sure you're careful. You don't just go for the sake of speed. Third, a lot of the syllabus of your final level of ACCA overlaps with your syllabus for CA. So you can again leverage what you had learned in CA. Next, the cost of ACCA is less than half if you are already a chartered accountant. So I think overall, plus your articleship, right? For your CA, the articleship gets counted in your ACCA's experience requirement. So I think the total ease with which you can add an ACCA qualification if you're a CA, the effort is increment. It definitely requires enough effort to clear the exams, but that is also much lesser than had you started any exam from zero. That is why a lot of CAs land up doing ACCA. And we know people who move to Canada, Singapore, Dubai, Australia, UK. The list goes on and on. Is the FIA route tough? There is no difficulty in FIA route. You don't have to give an exam or any route. So I made a detailed video on FIA, have a look. But the gist of it is that if you have not fulfilled the Indian entry criteria for ACCA, which means given grade 12 in the field of commerce, scored 65 in accounts or math as well as English, and 50% in everything else, this criteria is required for you to enter normally. If you don't have, you haven't scored 65 in accounts or math or English, or you have overall less than 50%, or you've not given your 12th, or you've not given your 12th in commerce, which means you don't have accounts as a subject, but you still want to do ACCA. You register through an FIA route, Foundation in Accountancy route. You do nothing different. For more details, follow the video. FIA exams are online or offline. FIA exams are the same as ACCAs. So if your ACCA exams are online, so are FIA. So don't get confused between FIA being something different. It's not. So where do you study ACCA from? Well, the global publishers for ACCA are, one is called BPP, UK based. One is called Kaplan, again UK based. We at Zell have our own notes because over so many years we found the way to really articulate questions and concepts in a way that are helpful for us as Indian customers, plus are sort of most important that come in the exam. We think we've cut down some fat from the other books, but that being said, these are global publishers. You can purchase them online. They'll ship it to your house. And if you have any book house or book vendor in your vicinity, you can go and ask them. When I started, online was not so popular. I'd gone and I found one. I live in Mumbai. There's one area called Port area near VT station where I found a bookstore who had some of the books for some of my ACCA exams. For the balance, I had to ship them from UK. So that's what you can do as well. Does an ACCA integrated course have value in the market? Yes, because the point is nothing about integration or not. It is simply on when you go for interviews, can you answer the right questions? The integration of ACCA with your BBA or BCom or MBA does not dilute the learnings. It is only if you don't take it that seriously, you might still pass out the exams because it's integrated, but you will not have the value of it, and that is why you might fail in certain interviews. But nobody in the industry will reject you because you have done an integrated course with ACCA. So doing ACCA from OBU, is it worth it? So OBU has nothing to do with, so ACCA is a separate qualification, and your OBU is like doing BCom from Mumbai University or Delhi University. So OBU is a UK bachelor's degree. It's a BSc, Bachelor's in Science in Applied Accounting by Oxford Brookes University. So yeah, ACCA gives you an advantage. It helps you, if you've completed some papers of ACCA, you can get this degree quite easily. Not like your BCom, you have to spend 3 years in it and all. So in that sense, it's a great additional bachelor's to have on your CV. You can acquire it quite easily. You have the knowledge that they would have anyways taught in it because of ACCA. It's global in nature. So, and it's Oxford Brookes University is a recognized university across the globe. So even if you want to go abroad to study in the future, all these things might add to your CV. So guys, I hope that those questions that I answered are giving you guys the clarity that you all wanted. As always, if there's something I've missed out, leave it in the comments. We'll get back.